Alright, what's up everyone? Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Crypto, Coffee and LoFi. We had an interesting monthly close and it looks like we're about to have quite a bullish weekly close as well. So there's a lot of charts that I want to go over today. A lot of our predictions from the last episode on Friday panned out pretty well. Made some good trades over the weekend. I'm thinking once we do see this weekly close, it only makes sense that we see a little bit of a retrace, but with this market, who knows? I was expecting a little bit deeper of a retrace last week, but we didn't quite get that. However, my plan B was to wait for reaccumulation at the levels that we were at, which we did see, so I managed to catch a few entries, regardless of the fact that we didn't see the deeper retrace. So when we are in a market that is this strong, you really should kind of keep in mind that if there are opportunities there for you to take advantage of that don't involve price retracing all the way back to the origin of the previous leg, then you should take them. Okay, but just keeping in mind that if price starts to distribute, that we may want to revisit those origins. So let's go. Start off with the majors. And as I flick through them, I kind of want to refer to the previous week's episode. Okay, just to show the setups playing out and whatnot. So let's just start off with Bitcoin here. I was expecting a deeper move back into this high right here, but we did take out all of these lows. So we didn't quite see the retrace that I was after, but we still took the liquidity. And after we took that liquidity, we formed a bullish broken base. So I informed anyone that was in their short positions that once we saw this move, it pretty much confirms that that this down leg that we were seeing here is over. So we sweep all these lows, we form the broken base, and we form a double confirmation here on the 5 minute time frame. Right here. Or on the 1 minute, closing above. Retracing back to the candle that swept this level and then resuming the uptrend. I didn't catch it long here. It was a little bit too risky for me. But I entered some long positions on alts, so that's alright. ETH. Still continuing up strong. No retrace here back to any of these bullish levels. I'm not sure. Obviously we are quite strong here in a bull trend, and I did just say that when we are this strong, we may not get pullbacks right back to the origin of the higher time frame leg. So for example, we may not see a pullback to this level for a long time. We may not see a pullback to this level for a long time. But what's worrying me is that we are leaving a lot of equal lows behind here. I would have rathered, for example, to sweep below these lows and then a break in structure here. Sorry, one sec. Right, so I would have rathered the break in structure there. We didn't quite see it. Or the sweep, sorry. But either way, it's still strong. So let's look at what levels we could trade in this bit of price action. So sweep, break above. That's good. Return to the candles that swept the low. Form another broken base right here, which is good. See, sweeping that level. Breaking above, revisiting, reaccumulating here. So these are all really bullish signs, right? If we are going to get long over the next few days, it probably will be at this level here, sweeping out these equal lows and reaccumulating. So something like this. Okay. To continue up there. And if this level fails, then going back to this broken base here would be ideal. I'm not sure I would like to see the low swept then. But we'll see. So if that level breaks, looking at around 27.20, we are sitting at 3K right now. So that's some obvious resistance. I would not be surprised if we get that strong weekly close and then we see a pullback. Okay, because look at the size of this weekly candle here. Okay, look at this. This is obviously going to close really bullish unless we see some random market dump right now, which is just, it's not going to happen. So when we retrace, oh, fucking 1 sec. Sorry about that. So, yeah, expecting a retrace back into this weekly candle here once we get the close. So it's a lot of room. Okay, so as long as we don't fall below that weekly candle and engulf it, then we're fine. So looking to buy anywhere in the lower half of this weekly candle. If we get to see that double confirmation, then that should be an easy play. Litecoin. So still haven't broken up above that 290 region. Haven't really broken any higher time frame structure here. So still a little bit iffy on this pair. Of course, everything else is bullish, so it's hard to say that this is bearish. And on the weekly, this doesn't look like a weak close. You know, it looks quite strong here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get that close above 290 this week. Not looking to short this here. Okay, I was looking for a move below these lows. We didn't quite get that, so that's fine. ETH BTC, again, looking strong. The last episode was on 30th. Right, again, so we're not really getting any deep pullbacks, which is kind of expected in a market that is this strong. So just taking any retrace back into the previous leg, followed by accumulation as a bullish sign. So anything like this, as long as we don't fall below here and don't fall below here, then we're good. Where are we at with this? 8 minutes already. I've only been through the majors. Okay. Exchange tokens. FTT. Following the plan here, I said last week that if we get the close above this level and start to reaccumulate, then we can get long targeting this high. Which is exactly what we got yesterday, so I'm in a position. Broke above this high, swept all of these equal lows right here, and then broke above, forming a 15-minute broken base. So that's the entry. Multiple confirmations here. No doubt in my mind that we will hit above this high easily over the next few days. BNB. In the last video, we were retracing back into this level, and I said as long as we don't fall back below this level and start to invalidate the bullish broken bases, then what we're seeing here is bullish price action. And what do you know? We continue up, we retest the previous legs, we continue to accumulate. So now we've reached above this high. We've swept below this low here as well. Now if we can move up in line with FTT, that would be great. See if we can get a solid close above this level here and continue to reaccumulate. So something like this. All right. If we can reaccumulate here, then we should see an easy move up into 750, all the way up into 800. Okay, ideally we want to now flip these levels as support. 1, 2, 3 touches there. If we can flip these levels into support, okay, then that's a really bullish sign. Obviously we need to reaccumulate after we flip the level though. You don't want to see a sharp move up followed by a move down breaking this structure. So if we do see that move up, then we move down and break below here, then that's really not a good sign. What we want to see is the move up, the reaccumulation, keeping this low intact. DeFi, the index. Okay, so this was the setup. Again, like I explained, we're in a strong market. We may not see the pullback all the way to the origin of the previous leg. So if we do see the lower time frame entries, then we should look at taking them. However, keeping in mind that if we start to distribute, the origin of the next leg, of the previous leg, is where we're most likely headed. So I said in the last video, it's up here. Yep. Look at that. Okay. Now look at this. You know, when you see this stuff play out thousands and thousands of times, you know, I don't know, it still blows my mind to this day. Okay. Literally just printing money. So I'm still in this position. I'm going to hold some. We are sitting above this high here, so you know things can get a little shaky, but if we can retest this resistance, turn support, reaccumulate like everything else, then I'm happy to hold it. Link didn't get the sweep below. SNX, still no entry here for me. AVE, where's my chart? Where'd it go? Okay, either way, in the last video, I explained that leaving these equal highs here doesn't necessarily mean that we're bearish. So just because we formed a double top doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to retrace all the way down. How I like to play it is I look for the leg that took us to making the double top. If there's a broken base there, which there was, then I like to wait for more confirmation to enter. Now I saw a double confirmation, meaning another broken base around here on the lower time frames. So I entered and I got stopped right here. However, the first one held and then we took out the equal highs. So unfortunately I got stopped out. However, I guess you get to still kind of see that concept in play. Sushi, taking out these equal highs here. So I'm fully out of my position from last week. Wi-Fi, no setup. Rune. This is one that I'm watching here today. We have some relatively equal highs just there. Okay, equal lows. Taken out. Reaccumulation here. Swept this low, broke above. Then reaccumulation again. Right there. What are we at? 13 minutes. A bit long-winded, this one. But, you know, it's worth it for this setup. So, we see a break up here on Rune. Then I'll take that, looking for reaccumulation, targeting these equal highs and above. This one has been strong for months and months. Okay, but it doesn't look like it's over yet. There's still no signs of distribution. So just because we've gone up so much doesn't mean that the uptrend is over. Okay, rather than trying to pick the top, you need to wait for reversals and distribution to print on the same time frame that this whole trend started on. So this is, for example, you could say this is a bit clearer on the daily, I guess. This is definitely a daily trend, okay? So see all the accumulation and consolidation that took place here for us to go up. we need to see a similar amount of consolidation and distribution for us to go down. So just because we're going up doesn't mean that, sounds stupid to say, but you need to see the reversal before trying to predict the top, and there's no signs of a reversal here, so the top is not in. So I'm looking to get long if we can break the structure there. SRM. This one, another example of that. Caught a really, really nice long entry. If you go back a few episodes, you'll see I was talking about the break of this resistance turn support. I was looking for reaccumulation once we revisited this zone, which is what we get, or what we got yesterday. Sweeping below these equal lows, breaking above, sweeping below these equal lows, breaking above the entry right there. All of this posted on Twitter. Okay, array, quite a similar setup here. Sweeping below, breaking above, sweeping below equal lows, breaking above, caught an entry right around 1350. And reaccumulating again right here. A low, the high, breaking above, retesting, and continuing up. It's not random, okay? So market structure, look at that. It doesn't get much cleaner than that. This thing is easily going to $20 over the next few days. So I'm happy to hold this position. So still no entry for me just because these equal lows. Okay, I can't enter a position here with these equal lows sitting right below. I need to see a lot more evidence that price is going to hold this structure and leave the equal lows before I do that. So yeah, a bit of a long-winded episode, but there's a few setups in there. Probably a lot of information you can pick apart. If you enjoyed it, if you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, leave some feedback. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. No worries, guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.